Yo guys, what is good? It's your boy John Wong here, back again with another video. And today we got what is arguably one of the hottest shoes of 2026. Alright, so first off, before I begin today's video, if you guys have not seen my most recent video where I go over a bunch of different pickups like the Ultra Boost, the BW Armies, and the Seraphim merch that I picked up at Hot Topic, make sure to go check that out afterwards. And yes, I know it's been a while since I have posted my last video. I've honestly been gone for about a month now, and this has been the longest break that I've taken since I returned back to YouTube in 2022. So it's been very different for me. Honestly, I've kind of gotten used to not posting and it's been really relaxing in doing so. But I still want to make content for you guys and I still want to push out new stuff to you guys. I have a whole bunch of different pickups that I want to review with you guys. So this is where I'm supposed to be. I'm glad to be back and I'm definitely going to be more consistent with the content moving forward. Took a little bit of a break. It was well needed and now I'm all rested up and ready to push out more videos to you guys. But in today's video, we're going over a pickup from this store called Skills or Skills. I'm not really sure how to pronounce their store name, but basically they are a sportswear department store, kind of like a Dick's Sporting Goods. I live in New York City, so I haven't seen any kind of store like this, but I feel like it's definitely in other parts of the country. Online, they have a lot of sneaker releases, especially like really popular sneakers. So I went for one of the releases and I got a W. I'm glad to unbox this with you guys. So as you guys can see right here, the shoes came in a poly mailer, not in a box. As you guys know, I'm not a big fan when they do that because the sneakers can get all damaged, they can get all teared up. Let's unbox this together. So this is not a personal pair. This was actually one that I think like Shields, what they do is that they just have random restocks online. And one day I went on their website and I just randomly found this in stock and I said I had to get it. Again, it's not my size. It's not something that I can wear. It might be something that my fiance could wear, so I'm gonna see if she wants this. But I have been looking for my own pair for the longest time. I'm really upset that I can't find my own personal pair, only because whenever these release, these basically go out of stock within seconds and they're impossible to get. But I still wanted to review this pair with you guys on my channel to see how they feel in hand and whether I think that they're worth keeping or not. Oof. Yeah, as you guys can see, we got the box. Now the box is a little bit damaged. Again, that is the consequence behind shipping in a poly mailer. I really hate when they do that. So definitely the front of the box is dented. On the back, we have a small tear right here. So again, this is what happens. It basically, for any of you guys that are trying to resell, this definitely diminishes the resale value behind it. As you guys can see, we have this box. This box is pretty unique, and for most sneakerheads, you typically know what this already is because there's only like one or two shoes that really come in this kind of box. Obviously, you guys see the Nike swoosh here, so this is from Nike, and I'm so excited to finally see these in person because I don't think I have ever. All right, and in 3, 2, 1. All right, we got the wrapping paper. And the wrapping paper has a lot of designs, pretty much the same kind of design as the front of the box in this kind of like thermal print right here, which I think is pretty cool. All right, and in 3, 2, 1. All right, okay. All right, and in 3, 2, 1. Sheesh! Yes, sir! I'm finally seeing these in hand. And these are cool. It's really sad that these are not in my size. I'm so sad. As you guys see, we do have the Nike Mind 001s in the sail colorway. So yes, this specific pair is a woman's pair. They just come in smaller sizes. I got it in a size 6. This was literally the only size that was left in stock. I think that they just randomly restocked the shoe, like I said before. So I just kind of hopped on it right away. I didn't even think about it. But again, I'm gonna see if my fiance does want this pair. I know she's not really one to go for anything crazy when it comes to shoes, but I feel like she might find this comfortable. And if she doesn't want this pair, this is crazy because I've been going through every website raffle and release just to make sure that I get my size, and the chances of me getting it are basically 0 to none. All right, so even before I go over the shoe, one thing I noticed here is that it does come with a little tag right here. As you guys can see, that Nike swoosh, and then on the back right here it has kind of like a blueprint of the shoe, basically showing the different parts that make up the shoe, the different layers. All right, so for those of you guys that don't know about this specific shoe, the Nike Mind is one of 2026's best sneakers that have released all year, and it's definitely one of the most popular ones that a lot of sneakerheads gravitate towards because this is new technology and innovation that Nike has come out with. Basically, as you guys see on the outsoles of the sneaker, you guys see these orange looking pegs. They kind of look like Nerf darts to me, and I've been talking about this a lot on my channel, but basically Nike has designed a shoe for when you step down on these pegs, they're supposed to basically trigger different kind of nerve receptors in your brain. I don't really know how that works, and I definitely want to try it out. Obviously, this is not in my size and I can't keep this pair, so I don't know how they actually work, and I don't know if they actually help you think better, but I think that this is such a clever and new innovative kind of concept for a shoe. Now, the shoe itself is designed to look like a mule. I've never really owned any pairs of mules before, and even though it kind of looks clunky, it looks odd, I feel like it definitely is something that sparks a lot of interest, and I personally like it as well. I think it gives off that cozy and comfortable look. I can definitely imagine this being worn with like sweatpants, but at the same time, if you're wearing this, you really know what's up when it comes to the sneaker community, because this is, again, Nike's latest design for science and innovation. I'm so sad that I don't have my own pair. This is so nice. My fiance better keep this pair because it's so cool. I'm so sad. So the thing about the Nike Mind 001s is that, again, they're a mule. They don't come with any detachable parts of the shoe. There's no laces. There is no detachable insole. Everything is just one whole thing. Now, it's pretty similar to a pair of Crocs, I would say, even though that Crocs are typically clogs and this is a mule. They're still kind of slipper-like shoes that are not slides, but at the same time you can wear them for almost every purpose out there. Now, the whole shoe is basically made out of this rubberized foam. It's so simple looking, there's not much going on, but when you look at the outsoles, this is really where it packs that statement of, hey, I know what's up in the sneaker community. And again, I know I can't try them on, but I can at least show you how the orange pegs work when you're stepping onto them. So on the insole of the sneaker, basically you have the orange dots. Basically you have like a cloth over these orange pegs so that when you step down, it kind of like pops out so that your feet can feel it. So if I turn it around and I go to the outsoles and I basically press on these orange circles, you see where the pressure is put into the outsoles. So even though they stick out here, they're very dramatic. When you step on in the inside, they're not gonna be as uncomfortable. They're not gonna feel like they're poking you, but I feel like it's gonna give off more of like a massaging feeling for your brain. But honestly, as someone that's seen this shoe and hasn't tried it on, this could very well be a whole gimmick. There's science behind this. Nike has this whole explanation for how this shoe works. Maybe it's just something that they're just trying to market. But this shoe does retail for a price of $95. And even though it's typically cheaper than your average sneakers out there, $95 for a mule is still a lot of money. And for those of you guys that don't know, the Nike Mind also has a second model, which is their 002 line. And it's supposed to be designed to look like an actual sneaker. So there's laces, it's a shoe. I'm sure there are more of these pegs on the outsole, I believe. I've tried those on in Nike before in person, and honestly, they do not look great. No one really wants those. I think a lot of people really cared for the whole look of the mule. So the 002s are just sitting, no one really wants them. Again, I've tried those on. Those have actually felt pretty good. It's really weird It gives off this like really weird, unique feeling. It's nothing that's like invasive or uncomfortable, but I was like, whoa, I've never felt a feeling like this when I've tried on a pair of shoes before. And the Mine 002s also retail for a price of $145, whereas the Nike Mine 001s retail for $95. So they're a little more, they're whole $50 more expensive, and that's because you're paying for more materials that are made for the shoe, versus this is just kind of like one piece. And yeah, this sneaker has been impossible to get my hands on in the last year. Basically, Nike has a lot of releases for different colorways on both sneakers and their Nike website. They also are found on Foot Locker, Champs, Shields, like I showed you guys before, Dick's Sporting Goods. There are so many different apps and websites where you can enter for these releases, but the problem is that every single time I've gone for the draw or I've gone for the release, I've just taken an L. Nike is probably the hardest place to go for these shoes because a lot of times they'll sell out before you even got onto the website. And I don't even know how that works, but it's really, really sad. I think if you guys want this shoe and you cannot wait, the best option is just to pay resale for it. I know that you're basically paying more, but I think on StockX, they're going for anywhere between $150 to $200. Yes, that's a little more expensive, but again, if you are just excited and anxious to own a pair, you might have to go in that route. I don't know when exactly Nike is going to produce more quantities of this. I hope they do it soon. I really don't like that the sneaker is so hype, just because I feel like everyone should have access to trying out this pair for the first time. I might personally buy a pair for resale. I really don't want to, because I want to be able to brag and say that I got this pair for retail for $195, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. But now that we've talked about how popular this shoe is in 2026, let's take a deeper look into the Nike Mines themselves. All right, so starting off with the upper, we do have a rubberized foam basically throughout the shoe. Now it's not in this simple white tone, but rather in this eggshell kind of colorway, or beige or cream, whatever you want to call it. The sneaker motto itself is sail. So there are so many different ways to describe an off-white kind of tone. Now the foam on this is pretty soft yet pretty sturdy for it to still hold up your feet when you're wearing them. However, in the center of our uppers, this is a different kind of material. This time we see some rubberized mesh instead, with some perforation in the middle. So I guess this is supposed to be some breathability for your feet. Now in the middle of the upper, we do have this nice little mini Nike Chrome swoosh. I think it's really cool. It's a really nice touch to the shoe. It's shiny, kind of giving it a little premium look. Now on the top of what's supposed to be like the tongue area of the middle, we do have some knit right here that's kind of like stretchy. It's not so much, but we see a little layer here, and then it transitions down into that mesh part. Now moving over to the side profile of the shoe, on the outer profile, this is where we have more of our rubberized foam. On the midsoles, we have some ridges right here. And then we also have another Nike Chrome swoosh that's actually sideways this time. I always love the Chrome swoosh. I feel like that's just a nice touch to the shoe. But then as we transition over towards the inner side profile, we actually have the ridges once again, but this time above it, we have some perforation holes, again, designed for breathability. Now, another thing that I failed to notice is that on the inner side profile, we also have the Nike swoosh here that is debossed as well. It's really subtle and you probably can't see it. And then moving over towards the back profile of the sneaker, we have another chrome plate right here with Nike's text logo debossed into it. Now the chrome plate's actually not that hard. It's actually more in this rubberized material. Same thing for the swoosh right here. So it's not necessarily like metal. And then moving over towards the interior of the shoe, this is where we have our orange dots right here, as you guys can see. Like I said before, these orange circles are the receptors that are supposed to help out with the brain. So when you step into them, they kind of pop out. This is basically the highlight feature of the shoe. And then there is some text written in the middle of the insides, and this reads the Nike Science Department. Obviously, Nike Science Department, they were the ones that came up with this new technology for their new innovative shoe right here. I also forgot to mention that on the interior, you also have two panels of rubberized foam that kind of help you keep your foot in place. So it's not like when you're wearing this mule, your feet keep slipping out. No, it's going to help secure your foot so that it will fit nicely. And then finally moving over towards the outsoles of the shoe, this is where we have our orange pegs. When you step on the shoe, these basically help push into your feet and help stimulate certain parts of your brain. Now there are a total of 22 orange pegs right here, and these are just really, really interesting. I love how they feel. I love how they look. Something that you've never seen in any other shoe before, and this is literally the future of sneakers as we know it. Now, other things I wanted to add on to the outsole of the sneaker is that first off, on the side right here, we have the Nike swoosh that is embossed onto the shoe. We also have the Nike science department that is debossed into the bottom as well. And then finally on the top, we have two little circles right here. I guess they're supposed to help with like traction. And then we have the Nike Mind that is debossed as well. Because there is a Nike Mind 001 and a 002, I'm really hoping that in the future we see a 003, that we see more models being made, because we cannot just have two models of the Nike Minds. I feel like this has to be something that Nike just takes and runs with. Yeah, they're gonna market on this a lot, but I think it's really, really cool. There's not a ton of new innovation that we've seen in sneakers over the last couple of years. So this is, again, the future of the sneakerhead community. Now, in terms of sizing, obviously I have not tried on this pair, but I have seen from different reviews and other people that have owned a pair of Mind 001s that they do fit snug. I mean, at least for my feet, I personally feel like I'm a true size 10, so whatever measurements that comes in, it's probably going to fit. But for you, if you're a size 10, you might want to go up to an 11. And keep in mind that the Nike Minds don't go in half sizes, so you want to make sure that you go a whole size up. But yep, there we have it, the Nike Mind 001s in the sail colorway. I just noticed that the turntable was never on. I've been away for so long that I realized that I never actually turned on the turntable. So yeah, honestly, a really sad video for me, because at the moment there is no other shoe that I want more than the Nike Mind 001s. And unfortunately, I can't own this in my size. But now I'll hear from you guys. What are your personal thoughts on the Nike Mind 001s? Do you think that they're overrated? Do you think they're ugly? Or do you guys think that this is actually something that's gonna help stimulate your brain? And if you guys have owned a pair, you've tried it on, you've worn it and everything, let me know what your actual experience of this shoe is. I wanna hear from you guys. And as always, if you guys liked the video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you guys wanna hear more from me, smash the subscribe button, because more will be on the way. Again, we do have the Nike Mind 001s, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.